Hey guys, it's time to put in our Maglev, and one of the guys in SimNation has already put in Maglev in his O-Megacow. I'm going to start getting on with this, and he posted some pics in the guild forum, and I got to say it looked so cool. So I'm like really really excited to like get this put in. So for once, I'm just going to shut up and get on with it. Complete accident, but I really liked the look of it, so I decided to rip out some stuff and put all four-way junctions in. So there it is, all done. Although I haven't put these bits on this end, and now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, yeah, I kind of need to do that. But you know what? I'll do that afterwards. I think you guys have seen enough. Now, like from up here, it kind of like the more side on you go, the more of this you see, and it looks good. But kind of over here, it doesn't kind of look much. But if you get a bit closer, this kind of layer that it's added is, I think, looks really, really cool. Love the lines of stage. It's kind of like it's overlaid on top of the city, and kind of the lower you go, like the better it looks, and like loads and loads and loads of trains. Gotta say, I do like the Maglev. Well, you know what? When COT first came out and I first put the Maglev in, I was like, nah, yeah, not so keen. But like the more I've used it, the more I like it. I love these. I love these junctions. They look so good. And of course, our triple decker bridge is now a quadruple decker, and especially on these end bits, it's all a bit of a roller coaster ride. And you know what? It's kind of funny because I spend a lot of time looking at this from sort of up here, right? But if you actually get down into this city, this is a pretty interesting place, and I've got a sneaking suspicion that this is going to make an appearance in the storybooks at some point because it's actually a pretty good looking place. Gotta say. Okay, enough oohing and ahhing. Let's get down to business. Now, after I finished, I repopulated with. I still had the mega tower, but I've deleted it now. I repopulated the students and the workers, and I let it run for a couple of days. And guess what? Yeah, we're still losing students. It was like we lost about 60 the first day, and then sort of, it's like 30, 20. So, yes, it's not good. It's not good. Putting in the maglev hasn't helped the student situation. The worker situation, like now that's saying worker shortage, but there aren't actually any buildings that are complaining. And if we look at the maglev numbers, moving about 7,500 a day, 2 journeys a day, so about 3,000 workers. We haven't got any shoppers, so workers and students. Do I think it's helping? I I don't know is the answer. I can't see any really big evidence either way. Um, I don't know. I'd probably have to watch it for a bit longer to really have an idea of whether it's making an appreciable difference. Um, but you know what? It just looks really really cool, so I don't care. Now, I will mention one thing with Maglev. Maglev is awesome in one particular respect, and that is it will transport all wealth categories for tourists and for residents. So it's awesome for high wealth casino and tourism cities. Um, shipping the high wealth tourists from casino to hotel and from hotel back to casino and whatever. It's really really good. I was on my break. I built a couple of mega casinos and heavy use of maglev. Really really good. Try it out. Um, Right. One more thing before we move on, and a couple of people have mentioned recycling, and it's a very good point. Oh, and while I'm on the subject of waste, let me just show you. I want to show you this. Remember, we had some red stacks, right? And I took out the atomizers and I put the old burners back in. And look, no garbage problems. So, like, if somebody can explain to me why the atomizers don't work as well as the burners, because that just does not make any sense to me at all. I mean, I'm at a loss, total loss. Anyway, moving on because I don't understand that. Recycling. A couple of people have said, hey, what about putting recycling in? And I did actually put recycling in, like right back when I started this, and then I kind of didn't have room, and I took it out, and I've kind of not thought about it since. But the more I think about it, with this level of garbage, it's probably a good idea now that we've actually created space by reducing the trade ports. Oh, and I should note, a couple of people mentioned and said, hang on a second, you haven't got a trade port for processors. Let me switch to the trade overlay. You'll find that you remember when I was talking about the bug, the eating the resources bug, and I said I'd never seen that bug with processors, and I still haven't. Now, the ore and the oil, yeah, those get eaten, but it only seems to be the Omega factories. It doesn't seem to be the robotics factories, and so just the VTOLs on the factories will keep the processors full, no problem. So it's only the ore and the oil that you have to top up by using depots or trade ports. But like I said, now you've got some space. I mean, potentially, yeah. Why not put in some recycling? You're going to create a decent amount of alloy. So yeah, I think that would probably be a good plan. In fact, I probably will do that. I won't do it now because it's because to be honest, I want to move on. I love the O-Megacow. I love the fact that it's been so successful. I love the fact that you guys have loved it so much, and that you guys are just building them. I can't believe it. Like I see photographs. I see pictures that people have posted of their Omega cows, and like every one that you see, I mean, I can't believe how accurately you guys have reproduced them. But also, there's always some little differences. There's some little subtle changes that you guys have made. And it's been absolutely awesome. But it is time to say goodbye to the Omega cow. And it's time to move on. And I think what we're going to do, we've spent a lot of time on, kind of the mechanics and, all of that kind of stuff, the technicalities. I think it's time to get creative. I'm going to come over here and I think we're going to do one or two things. It's either going to be the capital city. People have started nagging me, where's the pyramid? So that could be one. Or I really want to do like a city of the drones, like a major drone manufacturing. Because I'm thinking storybook. John's got to go in and figure some stuff out in the city of the drones. That could be really cool. So we're going to come back next time and we're going to get creative. See you then.